Yo, what's going on? What's going on? This is Redbird. Yeah, happy Sunday to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Originals. Yeah, I'm just coming you know what I'm saying, with a new video to discuss Bill and Ted's Face the Music. And the stars of these series of movies are Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves. Alex Winter was in a sketch comedy called The Idiot Box. And anybody that's seen the movies The Lost Boys, the vampire movie, Alex Winter was also a star in that movie. And Keanu Reeves, of course, we know him from The Matrix, of course, the Matrix trilogies, and also from John Wick. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming in with this video because this, I can say that Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is like so monumental, so historical, one of the most legendary movies from my generation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Generation X. You know, y'all know what time it is. And Bill and Ted was just, you know, such a good, funny movie. And I look at Bill and Ted movies as being among the greats, like Karate Kid, The Rocky, you know what I'm saying, Terminator, you know, all the movies from back in the day, you know, in the 80s, the 90s, you know. So Bill and Ted was definitely one of the dopest movies. And I'm so excited about this new movie, Bill and Ted Face the Music. And I just want to give y'all a little bit of brief history about the movies. Okay, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which was the first movie, came out in 1989. And it grossed $40.4 million. And it starred Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, and George Carlin. You know what I'm saying? Much love to him. I know he transitioned, you know. But George played Rufus on the movie. And the story goes, Bill and Ted are high school buddies starting a band. They're about to fail their history class, so Ted would be sent to military school, but then they get help from Rufus, a time traveler from a future where the band is the foundation for a perfect society. With the use of Rufus's time machine, Bill and Ted travel to various points in history, coming back with important figures to help complete their final history presentation. Okay, and the sequel came out in 1991, which was called Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that was in 1991. Yeah, the storyline behind that one is slackers Bill and Ted are once again roped into a fantastical adventure when De Nomolos, a villain from the future, sends evil robot duplicates of the two to kill and replace them. The robot doubles succeed in killing Bill and Ted. Afterwards, the two are determined to escape the afterlife, taking on the Grim Reaper in a series of games to return to the land of the living. Yeah, and from what me and my friend was talking about, my homeboy, like a brother to me, you know, shout out to Jason. Yeah, you know, Jason was telling me that the Bogus Journey didn't do, I guess, you know, saying as well as the first movie. And when I think about it, you know, when I think about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I tend to think more about the first one, because you know sometimes it's hard to overdo, or should I say outdo the first movie, because the first movie is always a classic, you know. But Bogus Journey did pretty well as far as I guess how many people saw it and everything, but I know it's not as known as the first one, you know what I'm saying? But I know loyal fans, I'm sure, have seen all the movies, you know, because it's such a historical series of movies. And now we have Bill and Ted Face the Music. And the release for that is this month, August the 27th, also the 28th, 2020. the end of this week here. And this is called, of course, like I said, Bill and Ted Face the Music. And the storyline behind this one is a visitor from the future tells best friends Bill and Ted that one of their songs can save life as we know it and bring harmony to the universe. So it's basically like Bill and Ted almost like going through a superhero type thing where they had to save the world, but they can only do that by coming up with a hit song. And I remember reading about this. I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was last year. And me reading about it was like, I was real shocked because I think over the few years I've been hearing about it was going to be another movie, a third movie about Bill and Ted, but I didn't know exactly when it was coming out. But now it's finally coming out, and then I found out about the hit song for the Save the World. You know what I'm saying? As far as the story of this movie, so the fact that they're doing that this time, I think is so dope. And to me, for some reason, I got a feeling that this movie is going to do just as good as the first movie. For some reason, I'm not saying that this movie will top the first movie because the first is always like the best, the classic. But I think this movie will do good for the time period, and especially when you're talking about people of my generation that grew up on this movie, who were children when this movie came out. So these are the movies that inspired us or made us feel good or help us pass the time and have fun. And I would definitely suggest anybody from Generation Next, of course, if you're already a fan of Bill and Ted, check the movie out. Bring, I even say bring, let the family see it because I think it'll be a fun, cool movie. And I'm always down for seeing like high school movies. I've always been like a big high school movie fan myself, And Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter. These are the movies that brought them to stardom. Really put them out there. And Point Break is one of my favorite movies too from Keanu Reeves. But other than that, you would think about Bill and Ted when you think of Keanu Reeves or Alex Winter, because these movies have to me, I feel like it's solidified their presence in entertainment and pop culture. You know what I'm saying? So, August 27th, man, check it out. 2020. Bring your family, friends, tell people about it. Bill and Ted is back. Bill and Ted Face the Music. You know what I'm saying? Saving the world through music. You know how powerful music is. I'm a music lover myself, so I think it's a dope concept for the movie, and I think it's gonna be real funny, humorous, and dope. I saw the trailer. The trailer is like awesome, and I just think it's gonna be a dope movie, man. That's just my feelings and thoughts on Bill and Ted Face the Music. And anybody who hasn't seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, I suggest you watch both of those before watching this movie. So you can be caught up in everything. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a dope movie, man. Shout out to Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves. Big up to my subscribers. Thank you for your support and love. Shout out to the Originies. Much love to Generation Next, my generation. And I think it's gonna be, like I said, man, it's gonna be a dope movie. I'm so excited. And thank y'all. Much love to y'all. And anybody who's seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure before, tell me what you think about this third movie, and what do you feel about it, and what you think is gonna happen. And thank y'all for your support, man. Much love to y'all. This your dude, your boy, the Original man, Redbird. Big up, one.